This speech is meant to persuade and inform. Texting while driving should be against the law in every state. Texting while driving is very distracting and dangerous. It is also leading to more accidents. Texting while driving can kill people. Also, in a study, college students using a driving simulator showed an 8 times greater crash risk when texting than when not texting. Texting while driving is leading to more crashes. It is not safe for anybody to do whether they think it is or not. The Virginia Tech Transportation Institute found that truck drivers who were texting were 23 times more at risk of a crash or a near crash event than non-distracted drivers. According to the PC Magazine, the U.S. National Highway Safety Administration estimates that 4 out of 5 crashes are due to distracted drivers, with 47% of the drivers being between 18 and 24 admitting to texting and driving. Texting while driving or playing with other mechanical devices in a motor vehicle is the leading cause of accidents in our nation. If you're driving 65 miles an hour, you've traveled 185 feet in 2 seconds. Think of what can happen in those 2 seconds. How many people have been driving down the road and in 2 seconds, what could happen? A lot could happen. Being distracted at the wheel is not just causing crashes. Texting while driving is also killing people. There was a train accident that killed 25 people because the conductor who was driving the train was texting seconds before the crash happened. I can relate to texting while driving because it has hit my family personally. My cousin's daughter, a couple years ago, she was 17 years old. She was on her way to visit a friend, and it was about an hour away from where she lived. She was with her best friend. It was her and her best friend in the car. And she was texting her other friend to let her know that they'd be there in a few minutes. She had stopped at a stop sign, wasn't paying attention because she was texting, and she proceeded to go after the stop sign, thought that everything was okay, and another car that was driving down the highway T-boned her. She was killed. She was dead on the scene, all because of texting and driving. This really hit our family hard. Her funeral was the 4th funeral in our family that year. There was probably 400 people at her funeral. Over half of them were from her high school. And I hope that all those kids that were at her funeral realized that the reason why they were at her funeral was because of texting and driving. It was a very hard funeral. She was 17 years old. She was in her senior year of high school, had everything going for her. And the one thing that she did wrong was texting and driving, and it killed her. Ruined her life. Her family has been destroyed because of it. Texting while driving should be against the law. People need to put down their phones and keep their hands on the wheel.